Tell me a little bit about your dad.
Oh, well, my dad was born in Windsor. My grandfather bought this property in 1899 and moved here. And my dad lived and farmed this property his whole lifetime. And my dad lived until he was 89 years old. He died in 1980, and he farmed. We had various crops other than grapes, but we always had some grapes on the property.
When did you convert to primarily to grapes?
Primarily the grapes. Well, we had about 15 acres of grapes, and the majority of the planting was in prunes in the last 50 years. And we started converting in grapes in 1978 and did it one block at a time as we felt we could afford and be able to neuter the vines ourselves, because in those days they didn't have vineyard management, so you did your own, and the first 2 or 3 years of a young planting is quite labor intensive, so we would do that ourselves.
You were taking the prunes out, or were there other things growing here too?
We moved the prunes, and we moved the prunes one field at a time and convert that to grapes, and then the next year or 2 years we convert another field.
Who were your clients for grapes early on? Who were your clients for grapes early on?
Oh, all the years past were well, my dad sold his grapes to, in probably 80 years, he sold them to only 3 different wineries. And he sold them, all of the grapes, to one winery at a time. The last vineyard, grapes that we sold were to our next door neighbor who had a converted a winery, and I think that was, we'd sold it to 38 years.